Law plays a very central role in all the civilized societies. Law is one of the common minimum denominator which governs the public life of modern democracies and all the advanced societies. Today we are going to discuss the importance of laws and specifically the public health laws for the good of human communities. I'm Dr. Pranav, public health scientist, and let's begin the session with what exactly is law. So, law is a kind of written set of codes. Right from the time of Hammurabi to Indian code system coming up with Chanakya, and finally different laws that British government created in pre-independence India, we had huge set of laws. Talking about public health, so 1897 we had in India the first public health law that came from British rulers, and that was Epidemic Act 1897. It had a very specific context, and the context was the threat of bubonic plague. Plague was at that time one of the big challenge. Plague is one deadly disease which throughout history has caused loss of great many number of human life in Europe. Sometimes villages after villages were destroyed in Middle Age when the plague come from China through the route in Italy and then spreading across Europe. The same kind of spread was expected, or at least was threatened. So British government came up with Epidemic Law 1897, and you will be surprised that the same law, since we didn't have any separate law created by independent India, so the same law was used when the country was suffering COVID epidemic. When COVID epidemic came as full force, so government has no law to come up and to tackle with the challenges, to come up with rules. So the same epidemic law was used, and also we are seeing lot of legislation in state government, central government, like the law that gives direction to every manufacturer of tobacco. That you should very explicitly say on the box of tobacco that smoking tobacco is a cause behind cancer. They have also stipulated by law that there should be an image of a mouth that is suffering from cancer, a picture of cancerous lesion, a very a very threatening, a very fearful image of cancerous lesion is there, just to make people detest and just to make people know about the future of continuous smoking of cigarettes. Same way, some of the states have come up with individual laws to curb the challenges of healthcare, like the state of Bihar has come up with prohibition of alcohol. Considering the kind of problem alcohol poses to human societies in terms of drunken driving, which is one of the most major cause behind road accidents. Alcohol also is cause behind liver damage and cancer. So doctors are now unanimous. There is just no confusion, no doubt that alcohol has got even any benefit. The red wine and its impact on cardiovascular health, and that is all considered now myth. The benefit of red wine came from the red pigment was there in the fresh grapes. So there is just no use, and it's really foolish to consume red wine to protect your heart. Consume fresh grapes. You don't have to expose yourself to the risk of cancer. So government of Bihar came up with prohibition law, and definitely it has impacted the economy of Bihar. Families are having more money to spend on education and healthcare than earning members spending the income on alcohol. Domestic violence definitely has reduced. So we see that in all the human communities, state can play a very active role in curbing some of the threats of public health by coming up with laws. In the subsequent edition of this series, we will be talking about individual laws. If you want to understand the intricacies of public health, and if you have any question, you can give your question in the link below. And if you haven't subscribed our channel yet, for the update on public health, please subscribe and like the channel and share between your friends, because we have to make India and the world healthy, and for that everyone has to work for public health. Thank you.